product knowledge, laminated brochure is right there behind you because this is a part of the curriculum. In how many hours?
90.
That was 90. It is now 80. Um, Basics of electricity, electrotherapy, and light therapy. 10.
They upped it.
What it was, 5. Properties and disorders of the skin, scalp, and hair. Analysis of the skin, the scalp, or hair. 70 hours. So this is where that's a light therapy. White light do different from red light.
They're trying to get me into light therapy with my skin.
Okay. And then that is why also we use Ashtray products because they consider skin disorders, scalps, and things like that. That's why Cool Sensation is one of the favorite retail products. We had a lot of dry scalp kids down there at these back to school bashes. You will see that. Especially when they got boys, because boys be in sports, we have the wing work, just different things. So it's that antifungal property that will help kill any fungus or fungals that try to grow. Which goes into trichology, the study of hair. You know, it's deeper. Um, so consultations is important because that's where this conversation coming in at. Okay, treatments of the hair and scalp, shampooing and condition, the basics, scalp and hair treatment, advanced, 80 hours.
You said treatments of the hair.
And scalp, yes, 80 hours. Shampooing and conditioning, that's basic. Shampoo and conditioning, that's just normal maintenance. Then you going into that conversation of scalp and hair treatments. What's available? That's more of an advanced approach, but that's why you're in the Master Hair Care program. We're gonna cover the advanced, um, and you can continue to build off it. Everything is foundational, but you'll build off it. Look for advanced classes, or we will customize classes that we can host right on the weekend to dive deeper, or invite someone that is specializing in that. We can scout them out. We'll host you. Now we're going deeper into that specific part of the curriculum, but it's like a trichology portion.
You
These
said how much was that?
80. Also, these are some of the guests that I'll be, we can bring in and invite different guests to come in and just dive in and share with y'all. That's some of the benefits of being a student because we'll have guest speakers. Just like how they used to bring in guests in the gym. Right? Yes. Facial massage manipulations and treatments, 25 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Shaving and facial hair designs, 14-step shave. Mustache and beard design, 60. So remember when we was going over state board and I was telling you, are you asking were you listening? Were you listening and they was practicing and shave?
Mm-hmm.
It's 60 hours. Like you're gonna need to know how to do the shave. That's important because this is a barber curriculum. That's what make you a barber. Other than that, this would just be a cosmetology course. So the shave, knowing how to do the shave, practicing the shave, practicing the strokes, just being comfortable with the razor. When you go on the state board, you won't have a loaded razor. But here is where you're gonna get your practice. Hey, I need models. Whatever these models, those are models you're gonna need to practice on. Live, mannequin, what have you, a balloon, different things like that. You want to be comfortable with that. Haircuts, men's hair cutting, styling, haircuts and styles, head shaves, 300 hours. You might as well look at that like 300 people. That's why we're doing these back to school bashes. Okay, we need the heads. Get them in here. The scholarship package is a way to get people to come in. I need heads. I'm on a mission. I need practice. Especially if they're going bald, they have nothing to lose but skin if you cut their skin off. You still have to learn how to bandage that right for blood exposure. But that's pretty much the worst that can happen. Hopefully you don't cut any arteries. But A little blood does get shed here and there, and it's okay. Unfortunately.
Hopefully, I'll be the martyr. My own blood.
Hair replacement system. So measuring, fitting, cutting, and attaching. That will be one of the areas that I will allow Vincent to also lead in as well. Um, because he loves doing the toppers. I also have someone that I spoke with. They got like hair patties, the trademark. But men are wearing hair replacement. They're wearing the men weave unit. It is a big ticket item. Just understanding the concept. That was one of my classes. That unit class is what I used as a marketing tool to attract new students for the rollout. You know, okay, I'm gonna do this barber class. Bring in a barber. He doing the unit. We kind of tag team, and I'm talking about the business. And then I'm looking for people that want to enroll in Dr. Barber's too. So when you're looking at social media, don't just look at it. Be like, are they doing something that could be a thing? You know, and we can invite them in as a guest, and then invite them back for class. Like, hey, would you like to host a class here? And we rinse and repeat that concept. Why wouldn't they want someone to help them host a class? Help y'all host your class that they may have never done, right? So we may be finding people that have never hosted a class. And that's 10. So you see how I went from 300 to 10. So we're not gonna spend a lot of time on it, but that may very well be your niche or a thing, right? If you can't do it, you might be great at facilitating it and finding people that want to know how to do it. Women's hair cutting and styling, blunt, graduated uniform layers, long layers cuts, blow drying, thermal styling, wet styling techniques, 300 hours. So that's 600 hours right there between the women hair cutting, men's hair cutting. That's 600. That is over 33. That's over 1/3 of the program right there. A whole lot of cutting and styling. Whole lot of cutting and styling, so you can get comfortable with those tools. Chemical texture services, permanent waves, cold waves, soft curl perms, and chemical relaxer. That's 95 hours. Hair coloring, lightening, temporary color application, semi-permanent color application. Ashtay also have semi-permanent colors. I can't remember how many they got, whether it's like 10 of them, 8 of them, or what have you. I can't remember off the top of my head. Demi color application, permanent color, virgin, and retouch application. Hair lightening, virgin, and retouch application. So you will do a virgin relaxer on state board and a retouch application on state board for color. And that is 150 hours. So a whole lot of coloring and lightening. So these could be whether you're coloring real hair, bundles, color. Have at it. I put a permanent on me, but I may end up, I don't know, burnt on, I don't know, red, I don't know. I just didn't want to have color right now. But color, go crazy, color. Make a flyer for color. It's about to be fall color, Christmas color. Cause yeah, you want to be comfortable. Color. Barbershop management, 40 hours. So barbershop management, 40 hours. A lot of the leadership, training the leadership, that falls under management, as well. So 40 hours of that. Retail, 40 hours. So I'm looking for you to retail what you are using. Leading, it's a build up. It ain't a you want this. This is what I'm using. This is what we've used the whole time. It doesn't matter if you actually did the person or somebody else did it. Retail is a part of the curriculum. It's a part of the culture. It's a part of what we do. It's a part And we will have incentives for retail sales. And we retailing on and off. We was telling some of the parents about Cool Sensation in Orangeburg. We can mail it to you. It can be picked up one of these second Saturdays. Cause we might do free cuts or something. And y'all come back to that. I don't know. But retail. State board preparation license laws and regulations, state board prep and license laws and regulations, state board prep practice and testing, state board prep theory, review and testing, 60 hours. So state board is always going on. When it ain't going on, it's always going on, and that's why y'all be saying sanitize and this and this and that and that, because you're getting in state board mode. You're training. That's the responsibility of the school. When you total up all these hours, they add to 1,500 hours. That is what you're required to do by the state of South Carolina. Your instructor will attest that you have done the things that is needed to be done. Will sign off on it, and doing all of these things is how you will complete this program, along with a little traveling here and there, a little trip here and there, a little mastermind here and there, and all the other things that could be created, which LLC is not on there, but hopefully, you know. Vincent just got his this year.
I'm looking into it, yeah. They said it's like 20 something.
20 something what, dollars? LLC? No, it's like $150. But I think we have the best state because we don't have to have an annual renewal. Some states they got to pay an annual fee or a biannual fee. We don't. So
So
I have.
I have to get it licensed in another state.
No, you would get it licensed here at the South Carolina Secretary of State.
No, I mean like if I want to move.
Yeah, if you move, then you could either reciprocity or this is just your home state. This is where you file your taxes. But you could be a foreign business into their state. This would still be your host state, and then you would pay whatever that fee is for that state. But if all the majority of your business is still coming from this state, then you would file according to this state with the LLC that you establish in this state. Yeah. So, what's next after that page? Oh, you can just read over that. That's the curriculum as well. Thank you. Appreciate it. You got any questions? See, it's basic. All right? We open up the actual book. But yes. Was that the last page? That thing thick, ain't it? That's about it. Oh. What's that talking about? The hours, the weeks, And then that's probably that's it. But that red, let's go over the red, cause that's the is that the school rules? You can read them,
Oh wow.
cause I don't have them. Yeah.
Full-time students are expected to attend class from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Part-time from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Legal verification of hours must be made for each student. Each student must clock in upon arrival and clock out upon departure from school. If the student leaves the school premises for any reason, the student must clock out.
Mhm.
Hours could be missed if student does not follow required clocking procedures. Students will not be given time if they do not clock in. Students will be excused from an absence with proper documentation. Students will not be excused without proper documentation. The South Carolina State Board of Barbers and the school required that all students be in school every day in prescribed uniform, school smart. Any student not in prescribed uniform will be not allowed to stay in school out of uniform and will be sent home. No open toe shoes, flip flops, sandals, etc. Full-time students will have 30 minutes for each lunch break and one 15-minute break. Part-time students will have one 15-minute break each day. Students that are late returning from lunch will not be allowed to clock in the remainder of the day. Students, patrons, and staff members will be provided a sanitary environment. South Carolina State Board of Barbers require that sanitary conditions be maintained at all times as part of the student's credit and training. 30 minutes each day is scheduled for sanitation. The student's daily sanitation must be completed and graded by an instructor at the end of each day. Instructors and administrators are authorized to clock out any student who exhibits unbecoming behavior. If a student continues to exhibit unbecoming behavior, the student will be terminated. No profanity is allowed anywhere in the school. Profanity is not professional or acceptable. Students must park their cars in the parking lot. Parking spaces directly in front of the school are for customers and staff parking only. Only emergency telephone calls will be accepted on the breeze telephones. Students will not be able to leave class or clinic area to receive or make personal telephone calls except in case of emergency. All cell phones must remain silent. Any student who possesses or uses illegal substances on school property will be terminated from school. No exceptions. Students are solely responsible for their own personal property. This includes kits, books, purses, and etc. The school will not be responsible for such property. Lost or stolen kits must be replaced by the student. Students cannot conduct free family members care services. They will be charged the full prices in the client. The floor instructor will assign patrons to students for clinical service. A service ticket is issued for each clinical assignment. No service to be performed on any customer or student without a ticket. You will perform only on the service. You will perform only the service on the ticket. If the patient requests additional service, they must pay for the service first. No student or staff is allowed to eat, drink, and include laboratory. No student or staff member is allowed to sit in clinic chairs unless the service is being performed.
And that's the clinic floor. Those are clinic chairs. Students don't sit in them chairs. Clients do. We can eat in here, there, the back, not on the floor, and then we should clean with it.
Any student that arrives after 10:15 will be able to sign after the break. Students will receive a comprehensive progress report at the end of each educational module. The report will reflect the student's written, practical, and clinical work. The instructor will console for the student in areas of improvement needed. Suspension from school can last from 1 to 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
Attendance policy. All full-time 120 hours per month. All part-time students must attend 70 hours per month.
That's minimum.
If you do not attend the minimum 67 of completed hours, you will be placed on attendance probation at the end of each module. During this probation, sorry, if during this probation you do not clock the minimum hours of 67 of your scheduled hours, you will be terminated. Missed tests can be made up on Tuesdays. Missed hours can be made up during the following times: Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m.
So that was more geared to our mornings. Um, Anytime during the day, it'll be approved. Um, Doing more of a 12 to 4 window anyway, um, unless otherwise stated, but that's the makeup hours. And then weekends, depending on what we got on the calendar. So,
This have to be makeup. Can I just get extra?
yeah, and that's what you've been doing. Um, so just keep doing what you're doing.
And this is tuition costs.
Okay,
This is veterans.
yeah. And then that tuition, it should have had both on there. The grading program. So, looking at, because I think the grading program is 57, and then master hair care 18. Together, both programs is almost like what they're charging for one program, right? So we put scholarships in place, like the single mom scholarship, and I'm sharing this because anything that we have referral programs as well. So people interested, they come, they qualify, they sign up. Then we do have referral programs. That's opportunity to get paid referrals. Um, they can pick whichever one, the braiding track or the master track. They might start braiding, then want to go to the next program. It doesn't matter to us. We just got the opportunities available. And then I also know everybody's not going to want to track. Everybody's not going to want to come into a school setting every day. Some people are just going to want a 1 day class, a 1 hour class, or whatever. Whatever they want. If you can hear, we create the flyer. Hey, those are all paid opportunities. Because there's nothing here but space and opportunity. Our focus is train, teach, lead, develop. Be entrepreneurs. Um, that is that. If you don't have any other questions, then I need you to fill out that orientation paper right there. You'll just check those boxes. Your program name is Master Hair Care.
Check program name.
Yes, it's Master Hair Care. What's on the top of that? What does that say?
It says student name, program date.
Oh, it don't ask for the name of the program? Okay.
And then this one's July
That's the
6th.
waiver. Yes. Um, you can do July 6th. Yeah, that's just waiving the liability. We'll be outside in these streets.
mom's signature.
No, this you. This you, ma'am. 18. NA. You put NA by that pen. Mm-hmm. That second page is that page behind you. That is where you're gonna practice your lineup. So keep that. That's your blue folder. And then I need those two papers you signed. Yep, that's your folder that can go in your book bag because your other book is the composition book, right? Yeah. So that's that on that. Um, yeah, we just needed to get through that portion. You're free to write in your catalog. And it's time to clean up. I'm sure your mama out there. When you are the last one on the row, make sure that the table just looks overall good. And things are neat. So I'm holding you to that because see how Sade book turn thing, just push the chair in, boom, boom, boom. Make sure everything is in. Yep. Hand sanitizer where it need to be, boom, boom, boom. Yep. And with Yana's on. Straighten Yana's on up. Yep. Thank you. They haven't graduated. See, you got your stuff gone. See, because I got more stuff we gotta do. I gotta track with them. And tomorrow we'll dive into chapter 1. Now, in the group chat, it will be videos of the replay. Because the replay could be audio, review, or whatever. And then y'all will be in Google Classroom too, though. But it's in the meantime, between time, hey. So that can coincide with the book. And then when it's time to do the review, to the chat, because you'll never test without reviewing. With the review question. Who am I to hold you back? But I'm just letting you know, once we get to rolling, we roll through the chapter, we hit the review, we test. In that order. We may not go, the first 5 chapters are back to back. For the most part. But we will not go in chronological order throughout the whole book.
I'll be like,
Not really, but the workbook, we got our own workbooks, but that's the set of how it go. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all, so that was orientation. I didn't hear you